Good morning, Paul Georgi from Allendale. It's Tuesday, June 7th. The news here this morning is the grain markets are higher after yesterday's sharp sell-off, and we got the corn up 3 to 4. Beans are a little stronger. Wheat is slightly lower, and the markets have been in a relatively narrow trading range here overnight. Outside markets look like they were going to provide some support, and then here lately, in the last 15-20 minutes, we've seen crude oil under a little bit of pressure, down 64. Gold is down $2. Stock markets are a little higher, and the dollar is down 34 points here as we speak. Some of the things that we were looking at today is the USDA planting progress report that was out yesterday afternoon. Corn planting progress 94% versus 86 last week, and a normal of about 99%. Ohio and Indiana were two of the major states that we were watching closely. Ohio's planting advanced almost 40% last week, going up to 58% planted. The Indiana planting progress increased from 59 up to 82% last week versus a normal of 94% in those states. So we still have about 3.7 million acres of corn that needs to be planted. It looks like we're going to get some of that planted here over the next several days, and we believe that producers are going to continue to plant corn. The profitability is there. The chances of having a crop still good, even though it's at a late planting date compared to normal. In the soybeans, we made progress as well. 68% planted versus 51 last week. Wheat seedings, that's where an area that we made some progress, but we're still way behind and running out of time on the spring wheat plantings in Dakotas, Montana, and even the Canadian Prairie. Canadian Prairie says that they have got 80% planted versus 93% normal. And here in the U.S., we're 79% planted versus a 98% normal in the spring wheat areas. And weather forecast through that region looks to give us some more rain in Montana and North Dakota here later on this week. Weather, of course, is another issue. It looks like we're going to stay dry through most of the Midwest here for another day or so, then a chance of showers here Thursday, Friday, anywhere from a half to an inch. The high temperatures that we're seeing, crops in our area, especially as I drive by coming into work every morning, are really growing and growing very rapidly. So kind of ideal growing conditions, although not the greatest living conditions that we've got in the Chicago area here the last couple days. Where's markets going today? Some of the things that traders are looking at is going to be what kind of fund participation do we have? Are they going to be back? Are they going to be selling or buying? And we do have a USDA report on Thursday morning, the monthly supply-demand report, that ending stocks are going to be the key numbers there. Are they going to be large enough in corn? How do they get the ending stocks? Are they taking yield away? Are they taking acres away? And those are questions that will be answered here on Thursday morning. Over in the livestock trade, cutout values were down yesterday. Choice down 79, select down 110, and the pork cutout value was down a whole $2.13 yesterday. It's causing some pressure in the market this morning. Hog markets are lower. Cattle got hit hard late yesterday after the futures closed, and the electronic was still trading yesterday afternoon. We've seen quite a bit of pressure in cattle and a rebound off of those lows. The packer margins in cattle are still very good, very much in the black. We expect that we could see some cutout values drop here as we've got meat supplies that we've got to clean up. And however, the futures traders are watching closely the stock market and what's going on at Wall Street, because that seems to have a high correlation to investor attitude in livestock complex here recently. So monitor that. Stay in touch with Allendale. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. We'll keep you informed. You can reach us at 800-262-7538. We wish you a successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.